their libero. Jenna Core, All-American Lauren Lee, Charlotte Brecht, Allison DeWeerd, and Sammy Sieb. And they also have an All-American coming off the bench. So what do you think Hope needs to do really well if they're going to win this match?
Well, a great example of that is just that first ball kill, defending the serve, and then on the Eagles.
Big swing, perfect. Padolan beautifully puts it in the back corner. Lauren Lee sets up. It's the right idea, but didn't work. And Juniata wears him down, grabs the point. 32 matches. They've only dropped 13 sets all season. That included 5 in back-to-back games.
Then you don't have back-to-back champions because this tournament is just so special in that way.
Nice kill on the far side from Audrey Muth. But let's flip the page here for a second because there are not too many schools. This isn't very good. Well, they've made it to the national semifinals 26 times in 41 years. Substantially more often than not. The program, they did this last year to achieve 1,500 victories in program history.
Now?
Great swing, but DeWeerd having trouble getting terminal, and instead Padolan is just slicing apart this defense. Different sports. Worthington certainly among them. That one not handled well because of a great block. Good team stuff. Clinical offensive execution from the top seed in the tournament. That's a great kill. Nicely done from DeWeerd. Boy, she needed that. Christie with a big right hand. And DeWeerd couldn't slip it past Coley. This is turning into a runaway here in the first set.
Juniata has just been so good and causing Hope just to one option, two option. That time working, going behind the setter.
Good ace. That's a great serve. Totally handcuffed her. Lauren Lee, well done.
That great is so good. What about your serve receive? And that was an area where their serving is so good that oftentimes because of that, their passing kind of struggles because they're used to right side, outside of the block.
Holy moly. Sydney Ohl.
Everything in that first set was really good. But can they hang on to and continue to cause issues for Hope? And if Hope, what adjust?
And then obviously, you know, Trinity did enough in a really tough match. They ended up winning in 4. Put over nicely from Muth. Oh, great read. Lauren Lee saw the middle of the floor wide open. Felt it. Kennedy sets it to Foley, who puts it right on a platter for Mackenzie Coley. Here in 2022, head coach Brian Morehouse, his lead assistant Courtney Cust, Callie Carlson. Division III had started their tournament, and they had already gotten down through the first weekend of their Sweet 16 teams. Hope was still alive. They were number 1 in the country. They were going to host that second weekend. That was not well handled. Lockett tried, but great serve from Kennedy Christie, who right now play the point. Works out in Hope's favor. Think Lauren Lee's excited? Instead, Lee's going to set it up in front of her. Good defense. Good play at the net. Audrey Muth was ready for it. You feel like you still believe.
Yeah.
Well, Lauren Lee still believes, certainly doing her job, and when you get an ace like that from Olivia Fiebing, trying to finesse their way around this one. Foley dumps it in the middle. This close late in a set against a really good team, you want to feel like you can capitalize on those.
Yeah.
And now they're Christie again. Lock it, you betcha. Hope says we're not done yet. Last 2 years, Losing to Wisconsin Eau Claire and to Calvin the last couple seasons. As Juniata puts away the second set. So, much more competitive. Probably Brecht's biggest play of the game. And then an ace from the Flying Dutch.
And breaking down the game of volleyball just to focus little pieces, especially when you are going up against a really strong, disciplined team.
It's up for the back row attack. Christie. Good idea. Lauren Lee tips it over the back of her head and finds floor space. Work from the Eagles. Lee sets up another winner. Allison DeWeerd inside the back line. And I think they believe right now as much as they have at any point. The fact that this continues to spiral in their favor, 14-9, has forced Juniata to take a timeout. Lee sets up another DeWeerd opportunity. Allison DeWeerd, the sophomore from Kentwood, Michigan, having a really nice set. The only way to impact the game is not just on the scorer kill chart.
It's behind the 10-foot line, the angle. And again, another pass leading to the end of the point. Unable to serve.
More lopsided than even the first set was when Juniata beat Hope. A complete landslide, 23-13.
They haven't utilized post as much as they should, and what a way to end the set.
Unbelievable, and yet totally believable. Hope has beaten the number 3, 9, and 10 teams in the country in the tournament. Why wouldn't they give a heck of a match to the number 2 ranked Juniata Eagles? I mean, in the first set, we saw 15 kills and no errors for Juniata. Fourth. Holy hammer. Annie Lockett. Games in front of them took quite a while. This game didn't start until well more than an hour past its originally scheduled start time. Marshall helps save it. Good rally. Finally on the floor. They get from their bench, and they are so into the game and believe in what they're doing. And while certainly there is a little bit of a student section here for Juniata, great serve. Kennedy Christie, who was electrifying early in the match. Hope calls timeout. An ace for Annie. Well, into our lap.
Didn't want to reach out, but yes, that was shanked over to our side. Goals, and for good reason.
Got a match high 12 kills right now. That is a serious hammer from Annie Lockett. Back through Podolin.
It's so good on offense. They're really hard to stop, and they're serving.
It right in front. Seen some good long rallies, and we've seen some really direct play too. That's a tough read. Gravity took over. Foley, Coley, Muth, all on the front line, and they get it done again. Good shot. Really good play for Charlotte Brecht. It was a red idea from Williams. Post with a good try, but Williams and Muth blocked it. 18-15 Juniata. Foley kept it going. Juniata starting to put it together a bit. Another great team block. Good find. Lee Puts another beauty across for Lockett. Hope keeps it going. Several points. Lockett again. And scores again. Annie just refusing to let this thing come to a close. 14 kills.
That takes her out of the offense.
It was too close to let it fall. For the 27th time in program history, Juniata heading to the national semifinals.